Welcome back, everyone, to East Providence Lanes here in East Providence, Rhode Island. We are here for the championship match of the NEBA Dexter Turbo Grips non-champs singles event, the winner of which will get a free entry into tomorrow's Tournament of Champions, also here at East Providence. Bruce Hall with you, and with me is our host and manager here, Mike Sodoma. Hey, Mike.
Hi, Bruce.
Thanks for coming back. And we had a little bit of internet challenge here, and we were hacking around with things, but finally are up and running now. Unfortunately, we're now in the third frame, and AJ Villa has gone strike spare and is clean, now up in the third frame, and gets the mixer, and his opponent, Mark Gonsalves, local player Mark, went by a 10-pin in the second frame, unfortunately, to give him the early 12-pin deficit. So it is Gonsalves has had so much power, has been overpowering this pattern. It is a custom pattern for NEBA, 41 feet, 5.19 to 1 on 30.5 mils of oil. So quite a bit of oil out there, Mike.
Yep.
And how is Mike adapting? Mark, I should say. It gets that's the double Farkle. That would be the 710 that goes for him, and his really calling card all day has been swinging it out where other people can't get it back, and he's getting it back to the pocket and carrying.
The power of the two-handers. This is what it's going to come down to, this match.
Yep. Well, he's a one-hander, but it looks like no thumb. Is he just one? Just, yeah, it's all fingers. I mean, he's hitting it up really hard and throwing it really, really well. Clearly, he's got to be nervous. We don't see him very much.
I would think so. Yeah.
This is NEBA number 1007. And that's the kind of example of the ones he's been getting back. That one he does not. It's a 2, 4, 10. And deeper trouble now for Gonsalves as AJ Villa looks for his first title and to strip me of my doubles partner. Grr. Anger.
I think you're seeing where he's recovered on other pairs from 9 and 10 not being used the last couple rounds, where that's probably not going to come back on this pair.
Always an interesting dynamic when we get to the final, because we do take 9 and 10, the final out of play, almost makes it. We do take the final pair out of play until for the last 2 rounds, and that's what we see here. So the bowlers always have a little bit that they got the nervousness of the final match and that adjustment to make, and clearly it's affecting Mark here. So tell me about Mark. Is he a local player?
He bowls out of here in Langs. He bowls my Tuesday. We have a challenge league, and he's first year here with that. He used to bowl here. His dad used to run a league here on Sunday nights, and we see him at the local tournaments. And first time I've seen him at NEBA in a while. So
yeah, I think it's the first time I've ever called him on the live stream.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'm butchering his name. How do you actually say it?
Gonsalves.
Gonsalves. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yes, I am butchering his name. And meanwhile, AJ goes up and doesn't leave the 410, but almost did, and is going to hopefully stay clean here by converting this 4-pin. So Gonsalves. Okay, thank you. I should have asked earlier because I've been butchering it for the last 3 rounds. So, but that's okay.
I think it's going to be who can calm their nerves and stay clean.
Well, AJ, I think, has been a lot closer to this spot in the past.
Absolutely.
Clearly he has, and not just here, he's got a lot of tournament experience. He bowls a lot of the Greg Tack events and a lot of those things, being from the Queens area. And he gets out to a lot of stuff in New Jersey and things like that on tougher patterns than this. So
yeah, he actually joined us this year at Nationals. He bowled on Packy's team, who's a part of Forey's, who's part of our group. So AJ came out with us this year. Yep.
Was it Forey or was that John Van Hees's? John Van Hees came out with like 10 teams.
He has his own group that goes out in May, and then I have a group that goes out in June.
Cool.
With all those guys, and he was with us this year.
Fun. That's good stuff.
And I believe AJ also bowls overseas, if I remember seeing correctly.
I think he does. Yeah. I'd have to get some details on that. If he wins, we'll get him up here. We'll ask him about that. So
yeah.
I want to say thanks to Dexter, Paul Sylvia, and Turbo Grips Chris Sand for adding $1,000 to this event here today. That's a pretty good looking shot. Got to turn up, comes up late. But guess what? It's a strike. It went through the break point, did not recover, came up, looked like a bucket, looked like a 2-8, looked like an 8, and then struck. So that was a huge break for AJ right there.
X is an X on the screen.
That's right. So tomorrow it's a Storm, SPI-TOC. December 16th is the Better Bowling Concept Seniors event with $500 added money from John Kirker's dad, John Kirker Sr. And there's a good shot by Mark. That's the recovery we're looking for off the dry. And then the next day is the 12-16, 12-17 is the Ideal Bowling Concepts Singles, which is the last event of the Paul Forey. That afternoon on 12-16, we will have our annual meeting. And anybody is welcome to come and hear about all manner of lane conditions and bylaws and rules and tournament changes, and anything we want to talk about is open season at our annual meeting. So all are welcome. And I also want to talk about the Megabucks event next week. We're going to see 4 rounds of qualifying, 4 days of qualifying, I should say. And there is double there for Gonsalves, right?
Yep.
Did I get it right that time?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Gonsalves.
That's a big shot. Get him back in it.
So I'm not sure if we lost the connection or not. We'll keep going here. Do you have your internet connection still?
I do, yes.
And we'll see. Yeah, trying to reconnect here, but I think we're still moving along. And here is AJ. If he could find a way to double here, his lead has been cut to 14 now because of the double by Mark. Okay, looks like we were down maybe for a bit, folks, but it looks like we're back up. So thanks everybody for coming out. Great to have you with us. The early evening tonight will be done here in a few minutes. And there is, that's the double there for Armando, and he gets his 24-pin lead back, keeping ahead of Mark, who looks like he's getting lined up. Once again, the Megabucks event, qualifying 4 squads a day, starting Thanksgiving Day, then Friday, then Saturday. Finals on Sunday. All prize funds are guaranteed because of the sponsors. And we are going to be looking at something like 800 entries out there next week.
Wow.
Can you believe that, Mike?
That's
with re-entries, 800 entries out there at Chicopee. Which is
the amount of work Chris does with that tournament is unbelievable. The sponsorship and all the work he puts into it all year round to make it what it is fantastic for the area.
And Amy and everybody else, you know, who puts up together materials. And get that straight at it. And AJ rips the rack, gives him the triple and the 34-pin lead despite the double by Mark.
It's nice that there's something local for guys that don't have to fly to Vegas or don't want to fly to Vegas. That's a big money tournament. Pushed a little nice recovery.
Good shot there by Mark. Keeping himself alive here. Still has 236 on the out. And AJ pacing at 220. So certainly not over here by a long shot.
A lot closer than our last 2 matches around the 4. It's great to see.
Now the question is, will he move right on this left lane? Let's see what he does. Came up light there. And doesn't want to throw it out the window and not have it come back. But then again, as you say, dry heads. So if you move for it, sometimes it hooks early and then it's gone through the beak. So what do we do? Pretty good looking shot. He got it out to it. It comes back, carries the 10. That would be 4 in a row for Mark Gonsalves, putting himself right back in this match. 10-46, so gets himself back to the 2-0 pace, where Armando is pacing to 220. So it's a 14-pin lead for AJ as we sit here.
I think any nerves he had are by the wayside for Mark anyway.
Whatever happens, he's acquitting himself very, very well for his first final for a NEBA.
Yes, absolutely.
And here's a re-rack by AJ. AJ just not looking backwards and see if he can keep striking here. And lets it out there, turns it up, rips the rack again. That hit has been very reliable for him. And I don't think he's flushed one yet. They're all coming up light, and he's just blowing the racks, and he matches Mark's four-bagger. Four-bagger to four-bagger. Once again, 24-pin lead. 70. Now he's pacing to 230. And one more will put him in the 240s. Then he would just need a mark to lock it up.
It looks like he's figured out he needs 2 balls, one on each. He's using the idle Cosmos on the 10, and it looks like the Summit on lane 9.
Yeah, I think the Cosmos is definitely less, so I think he sees a little more oil on the left lane, which is what happened to Mark on that shot when he came up late for the 210. Well, that's left. Stay up. Oh boy, through the beak. He got a little Yankee on that shot. So 80 deuce now pacing to 227. And now Mark can get up and punch for 236, forcing AJ to double. Now, very important that AJ make this and keep the count.
Yep.
So we can still have a potential of 237. If he doesn't happen to make this, Mark can get up and shut him out.
I think in the title match, all you want is a chance to either shut out or be in the match, which Mark has done. So,
and AJ does make the 3-6-10. Big cover there. And he knows he yanked it. He's trying to relax. All right, here's where the pedal meets the metal here, man. Here we go. What can Gonsalves do? If you say his name right, will he strike? Go. Gets it out. Good looking shot. Turn it up off the corner.
Nice.
Dead flush. Oh my God. What a shot. Absolutely no doubt about that one.
Yep.
70 now. He's now only 11 behind. So he can double to take the lead for the first time in the match.
Yep.
Right here.
For his first outing here at NEBA in the finals, he's done fantastic, no matter how it ends.
Anytime, you know, this is not an easy pattern. I don't care what you have. 5 in a row is huge, especially coming off a split and open and a missed 10 pin, which will shake you up. So here we go. Double to make AJ double. Got that one out. Good shot. Goes up. Oh, no. Tighter lane. Didn't make the corner. 2-8-10. Deep, deep trouble for Gonsalves. Now he's staring at 92, 201. AJ just needs to keep it on the lane, and it looks like he just couldn't recover, couldn't get off that tighter lane. He threw an aggressive shot. He threw a shot that he trusted to the right, and unfortunately does not convert. Shoots 201 in a great effort. And a great day for Mark Gonsalves. He should be really proud of him. I know it's really tough to get this close, but what a showing for Gonsalves. Congratulations. And it will be AJ Villa just keeping it on the lane here to win his first NEBA title and make me look for another doubles partner. Wah, wah, wah. And there it is. That'll do it.
Yep,
AJ Villa with the NEBA title #1. Congratulations. And my pick in the round of 8, I must say, AJ, my buddy and my partner, really close friends with Andrew, and just a really great overall guy. Now he picks up the other ball here just to get it off his hand and get this done. So congratulations to AJ Villa winning his first NEBA title. We'll have a chat with him. And that's okay. That's just fine, and he'll go up and make the cover. It will be 220s for AJ to 201 for Mark Gonsalves, and a match that was closer than that.
Yep.
Mark had a chance to make AJ double. And
Great
here we
showing
go.
for Mark
So,
in his first final appearance.
anyway, thanks so much to you, Mr.
Thank you,
Stoma.
Bruce.
Thank you, my
Appreciate it.
friend. And again, for hosting everything and all that you do for bowling. Thanks to Danny. Thanks to Debbie, who was here today, Justin Alves, and the whole staff here. And we'll see you all coming up in well, we're going to live stream the Megabucks tournament. That'll be a week from Sunday.
Yep.
And we'll see you all in Norwich for the seniors and the regular singles. And meanwhile, we'll get AJ up here for an interview. And Mike, thanks so much for
Thanks again.
being
Appreciate
on the live
it.
stream. Okay.
Thanks.
See you everybody.
See ya.
We'll be right back.
Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it.
Thank you.